What if the Titanic wasn't just a tragic accident, but a calculated move to eliminate powerful enemies of America's central bank? The Iceberg might not have been the deadliest thing on board. Many already believe the ship that sank wasn't the Titanic at all, but its damaged sister ship, the Olympic, swapped in a high-stakes insurance scam. But that's just the beginning. A darker theory suggests the disaster was used to eliminate 3 men who stood in the way of America's central banking system. On April 15, 1912, some of the wealthiest and most influential men in the world went down with the Titanic. Among them, Benjamin Guggenheim, mining magnate. Isidor Straus, co-owner of Macy's. John Jacob Astor IV, the richest man on earth at the time. All 3 men were vocal opponents of a proposed central bank in the US, what would eventually become the Federal Reserve. Now consider this. The man who funded the Titanic, and essentially owned White Star Line, was J.P. Morgan, a powerful banker who was instrumental in creating the Federal Reserve. He was scheduled to sail on the Titanic, but cancelled last minute. Why? He claimed illness, but was later seen in France, perfectly healthy. Just over a year after the Titanic sank, in December 1913, the Federal Reserve Act was passed, establishing America's central banking system. With Astor, Guggenheim, and Straus out of the way, there was little opposition from powerful financial figures. Coincidence? Or calculated timing? The Titanic was rushed to sea despite known safety issues. There were not enough lifeboats, and key wireless messages warning of icebergs were ignored or even dismissed. The captain, Edward Smith, was a long-time employee of J.P. Morgan, and some claim he was under orders. Survivors reported strange behavior from the crew, as if something wasn't quite right. Of course, critics dismiss this theory as pure speculation. They point to lack of hard evidence, and the inherent chaos of disaster. But proponents argue, when coincidences stack this high, it's no longer coincidence, it's design. Was the Titanic tragedy a horrific accident? Or a premeditated move in a high-stakes financial war? One thing's for sure, the ship went down, and with it, the last major roadblocks to the most powerful financial institution in the world. What do you believe? Let us know in the comments. Like or subscribe the Sim Report.